do, 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 do. Hey everyone, I'm live. Who cares, right? Who cares? Gary, what's up? Jeffrey Like says first, even though he's second. The other James Best, what's up? Heath Close, how's it going? Daniel, Yukon, horns up to you, sir. Mr. Burger. I heard a rumor that Mr. Burger might be going live tonight. Lisa, how's it going? Dave Moreau, you're live and live. Haha. Weird Racing, haven't seen you in a minute. Where's the whiteboard? It's in the back somewhere. I can get it. Yo, Kevin, what's up? How's your truck doing there, sir? Outlaw Trucker, how's it going? John, man, you guys are all in here. Was just watching your doc time. You must be talking to Jeff. Celtic Barb, how are you? You're freckened, says Jeffrey Light. BLR, happy Friday to you, sir. Or ma'am, whatever BLR is. Yukon hashtag whiteboard suck. Celtic Barb, I was talking on the CB in the car today. I still have not figured out a handle. Well, Celtic Barb, how about the one that you're using for YouTube? Heath Close, you were just watching Jeff's leaf blower. Leaf blowers are awesome. And they're really good at blowing out your truck too. The inside of the truck, not just trailer. Pale Riders, hashtag whiteboards rule. Alan, how's it going? TGIF, he swept that trailer in no time flat. If anybody's ever picked up a load in Battle Creek, Michigan cereal, security guard comes in and he blows out your trailer for you before you drop it. Is this going to be a blow video? No. $400 diagnosis later. I'm on my way to Dallas to get it fixed. Oh, man. All right. CB Radio. Everybody goes, oh, CB Radio is a bunch of trash. Nah, nah, nah. So I'm driving down the road, right? Minding my own business. I've had a hell of a day today. Why? Because I'm in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I said it. I said it. And I'm on I-80. And I knew I was going to get backed up in the construction. So that's, you know, around the 279, 277, right? So, and I hear westbound at the 161, there was a bad wreck. So prepare for that. So I'm going down the road and I keep hearing snippets. 161, you're shut down. Then finally, somebody goes, westbound at the 161, you have a fatality wreck. 3 or 4 trucks involved, several cars. It's a mess. They're strung out all over the road. And it's a fatality wreck. Now, fatality wrecks, for those of you who don't drive, may not know this. But if someone is dead on the scene, they have to wait for a coroner to come out to declare that the person's dead. And so they won't move anything, nothing. You're shut down, and it usually takes several hours before they even move the body. Hey, Dan, what's up? And a lot of times they'll life flight someone out, or they'll get an ambulance and they know the guy's probably going to die or something, you know, but you're not dealing with waiting for the coroner. They just declare a death at the hospital. But if it's obvious, like even if the guy's decapitated, his head's like 20 feet away from the body. Yukon, subscribe for whiteboard free programming. It takes hours. Now, I'm already limited on my hours because I made a big boo-boo today. This load that I'm under keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So, anyways, I hear on the CB radio, Mile marker 161 is where the wreck at. They're pulling everybody off the 173, and there's a truck stop at the 178. And I'm thinking, you know, I bet you everybody's going to go in that truck stop. So it's going to be full by the time I get there. So I looked at my truck stop book, and I found there was a rest area. I can't tell you where I'm at. And I was able to get off there. So, thank heavens for the CB radio. Okay. Celtic Barb, I have a Bearcat in the car. Bases is in for repairs. Also have a Galaxy. Man, you got some serious radios there, Barb. We want Dan the Sandman. Well, you're on the wrong channel for that. Heath Close says, did it cost you $150? It might as well. Someone commented on my video that I made this morning about going to a certain area and then deadheading to Ohio. It probably would have been a lot easier and a lot better. Those are the things you learn. That's why you network. That's half the reason why I do videos, is to network with other Big Orange drivers. But it might as well have cost me $150 because, yeah, I won't even get into it, Heath. BLR, Steve, you hear about the Baltimore shootings this week, and somebody had a CB radio and warned some of the people that there was an active shooter, and it probably saved a few more lives. No, I did not hear about that, but BLR, that is an excellent story. I mean, it's a sad story about the shooting, but the CB radio has saved my life. My life, not just finances or money or damage to the property. It has saved my life a couple of times, and I can't stress how important that tool is. So if you're a newbie watching this, get a CB radio. Yes, you are going to hear a lot of filth. Yes, you are going to hear a lot of negativity. If you drive up in the Northeast, like around Jersey, it's tough to keep it on. Trust me, I know. But the CB radio is an important tool. That's why they still put CB radio hookups in trucks. Because someday you're not going to have a cell phone signal. Someday you're not going to have, you know, Google Maps can only do what's reported. So, you know, if you're watching an accident as it happens or right before it happens or right after it happens, you know, I remember I avoided like a 10-car pileup in Murfreesboro, Tennessee because of the CB radio. So, and the more good people that use the CB radio, that'll outdo the bad people that use the CB radio. Pale Rider TV says new whiteboard videos coming soon. Yukon says can't wait to show Pale Rider TV whiteboard videos. What exit is in front and what exit is behind you? I'm not going to tell you. I'm sworn to secrecy on this load. Barb's got a horse head as her icon. She does? Let me see. She does. John Cater says, last time I rolled west out of Birmingham towards Memphis, I tried for 35 minutes to get someone going east. A complete fail. Yeah, I know, it's tough sometimes. But see, if we have more people using the radio, then it wouldn't be so bad. Heath Close says I wouldn't be here without the CB radio. Anthony Tillman, hashtag whiteboard envy in here. Celtic Barb, it is why I broke down and bought one for the family. My son is buying a better one for his cousin. Good deal. Heath Close says my mom and dad met on the CB radio. Oh, wow, that's cool. I'm sure there's a story there, Heath. Circle of Death. Uh-oh. Cobra, the original, can never go wrong. That's what you're named after, Cobra the Trucker. Celtic Barb said I met my son's dad on the CB. So are you saying the CB radio is a good, like, it's like an early version of Tinder? You know, the original Blind Date? S. Burger is going to go live tonight. It's a rumor. So, Midnight Cowboy up around Jersey, says R. Gonzalez. Gregory Houston, good channel. 19 is the main one. That's what everybody's on. But then if you want to get into a conversation with another driver, then you go to a different channel. But 19 is the go-to CB channel for truck drivers. How did it save your life? Well, there was let's see, there was a 10-car pileup happening in Murfreesboro, and I was in the far right lane because trucks aren't allowed in the left lane. And I hear on the radio, eastbound, get in the far left lane, there's a pileup going on. So I put my turn signal on, went all the way across. Just as I jumped across, I was watching cars hit each other, because it kept piling up, you know. Another time I was in Nashville, and there was a blind corner that we were coming around, and I heard westbound, back down, you got a wreck right around the corner. And I had stopped just in time. Actually, I had to get over in the shoulder. This was like several years ago, to avoid hitting the car in front of me, because everybody just stopped right around this blind corner. There's been many times where I've been lost, and I get on the radio and someone's helped me out. It could save a lot of time, a lot of headache. So, Frank's asked, just a century ago, 14 years ago, every customer check-in was with CB Radio. Yeah, and they still exist. I mean, the Dollar General in Ardmore, if you don't have a CB radio, they won't call you on the phone. They'll just say, well, check back every 30 minutes. Some of the Walmarts still do that too. James says, had one of your what the hell did I get myself into moments last week. Yeah, I'm still there, dude. Steve Berger says I still have those moments. So let me tell you the moment I had today. So I missed a turn, right? And I can't get into detail where I was, but I missed my turn. I looked at the sign and I said, hey, that's where I need to go. Crap. And so, to be lost in a small country town in Pennsylvania in a big truck, it's not fun. If you're a tourist, yeah, it's great, because you can just go into a shop, say, hey, what's up? And then, you know, turn around and go back. It's not easy to turn a big rig around. It's not easy to find a parking lot that's big enough, let alone the entrance be big enough, let alone being flat enough that you don't get hung up on some big hill or whatever. So I come across this big factory, right? I'm like, well, factories need trucks, right? So there's probably a place to turn around. So I pull up there, and the guy goes, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I need to just turn around. He's like, well, I can't let you in because we're a TSA place. And I'm like, so, but there was a turnaround in front of the guard booth instead of behind it. So it worked out. But he had to move his pickup. I made everybody that was getting off work mad. And then I had to climb 2 huge hills that were about that steep. And that's the other thing. This low was supposed to have been 38. It's actually 44. And all the weight's in the rear. So in these Schneider trailers, especially with my 5th wheel being up, the trailers kind of sit like this. And so when all the weight's on the tire tandems, that's dragging. So, you know, 76 can feel like 79, 80. And so an hour later, I finally get unlost. I finally get the load scaled out. And I finally get on the interstate, only to come up to a 10-mile backup on 80 through the construction. And then the interstate shut down. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done. So I pulled over. And here I am. So let's go to the questions. Your house is at the 123. Oh, okay. Well, I'll wave at you as I go by tomorrow. Anthony Tillman, when I upgraded my CB, I gave my old CB to a random driver at a shipper that didn't have one. Well, that was nice of you, Anthony. When I trained, I used to, every now and then I'd buy a student if I thought he was going to make, you know, make it a year or so. I bought a bunch of these little, they're like $40 Midlands. They were like on sale, all the Wilco Hesses for 20. I bought like 4 of them. And I've got one in my pickup. Well, no, I used to have one in the pickup, but I've actually got a Cobra in my pickup. And then I keep one of those Midlands in the truck as a backup. Listening in there, says Shadow Wolf. Daniel's gonna be right back. Dustin Niles, on my way to LaPorte. Love my CB Galaxy on tweaked and tuned and internal amp. I used to have a Connex, and I like that thing, but it died. The problem with the 680s is they got this built-in box, and the Cobra 29 barely fits in it. So if it's a bigger radio, it physically won't fit. And I think Connex just came out with a radio that's the size of a Cobra 29, and I might get that, so I wouldn't mind having a little bit more wattage. The only problem with the wattage is that if you're using a stock antenna in a stock truck, you could fry the wire or fry the radio, because having a good antenna is just as important as the radio. You could have a Cobra 29, you know, not even peaked to tune, do better than, say, a Galaxy or a Connex that's got a crappy antenna. And you won't burn up the Cobra. You know, so it's the antenna is like half of it. The antenna is like half the, you know, you can have all the power in the world, but if the antenna can't handle it, then you could break your radio. So, BLR, where are you at, Steve? I am in a rest area, or I'm at a truck stop, one or the other. Nice job, Anthony, Brotherhood. It ain't dead yet. Okay, Anthony must have put up a video. I must have missed it. You talking about Anthony Tillman? Anthony Tillman, let me see if I'm subscribed to you. Let's see here. Bear with me, I'm an idiot. Alright, here we go. Looks like, let's whoops. Library. Home. Hey, there's this guy live. Let's turn this down or else it'll echo. Alright, there it goes. Go to live chat. Go to Anthony Tillman. Go to channel. Oh, I'm subscribed to you. Is that the Anthony you're talking about? I'm subscribed to you anyways, Anthony Tillman. Okay, Snorler must be brushing his hair. Oh, you get in the circle of death? Stephen Tucker, truck drivers and CBs go hand in hand. It used to be that way, but not anymore. You need 40 anchors to turn a rig around. I've heard that song. Did you hear, John Cater asks, did you hear about the exemptions FMCSA gave up for e-logs? I have no idea, no. I know that they were thinking about doing something for the cattle haulers, livestock. And then also, I think they're not going to actually fine you until April. Which is good, because that means all you guys that have been not preparing for it, it'll give you some leeway on the learning curve there. He was lost in the mystery pumpkin match looking for Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. James is asking if he's frozen. Exit the feed and come back in, James. It should clear up. Okay, there we go. Right on. Steve, Big Rich, hey. I've had a CB since I was in fourth grade, says Weird Racing. Cool. Daniel's back, everybody. R. Gonzalez says, I bet you won't go to PA again, LOL. Yeah, you know, I'm glad I did this trip. It reminds me why I don't ever come up here. I told Berger today, I told him, I said, if I go back to PA, There'll have to be a load coming out that weighs 5,000 pounds, and it goes directly to Springfield, Missouri. That's the only way I'll do one. So those are my demands. I'll go to PA for that, and it's got to pay $3 a mile. That's it. That's the only way I'm going to go in and out of PA. So if the guys from Transland are watching, you're probably not going to get me as an owner operator because I don't want to go to PA. 7 Dress. Hey Steve, I'm loving the Striker radio. Saved my butt on numerous occasions. You know, I've been eyeballing them Strikers. But I don't know if I'll have to measure this box to see if I can get it. Daniel Adami says I'm back, so start all over. You didn't miss much, Daniel. Most trucks only fit a 29 size radio. Yeah, that's the problem. My son went out and bought a super duper antenna. He can have mega power. Good deal. Well, the cord is an important part too. Big Rich question is, are you subscribed to me? Well, let me look, Rich. Here we go. Let me look. Big Rich. I think I am. I am now. I thought I was, dude. I'm sorry, man. Here, I'll click the bell even. There you go. I'm sorry, man. Anthony gave his Xbox to a driver at pickup who had none. Someone give me an Xbox. No, that'd be a waste. Send them a text. Nailed it. What's up, nailed it? My first winter trucking season is coming up. Any crazy winter truck driving experiences? Any advice for a new driver? Mr. Arturian Williams. Okay, so here's the thing with winter driving, okay? Have an app on your phone that gives you live radar, because sometimes you'll go through a snowstorm, you're only going to be in it for 5 miles, then you'll be out. Make sure you have a way to read the temperature of the outside. No sudden movements, no sudden braking, no sudden turning, no sudden acceleration. And if you can't average more than 45 miles an hour, then it's time to shut it down. Those are the rules I go by. And that's it. So, and treat all water like it's ice. Slow and steady wins the race, Mr. Arturo. Yes, Berger is right. Oh, Jeffrey. Now I won't. Seen lots of dollars going in, but nothing coming out. Yeah, James. Yeah. Hey, Clyde, what's up? Arturo, take your time. If you don't feel safe, shut it down. Right. Don't let a dispatcher or any of that intimidate you at all. I mean, I've had brokers call me in the past. Why aren't you running? Because it's snowing outside. You'll get your load when it gets there. You're the captain of your ship. Yeah, you might lose money. Yeah, you might lose time. Yeah, you might lose miles. But in the end, what good is it if you're in the ditch? 7 Dress says the Strikers are great, about the same size as the Cobra 29. Oh, okay. Very sensitive on the receiver, but absolutely love it. Well worth the money. Barb says I talked to him about the cable, and a friend who fixes them talks to him on what to do with such. Cool. Jeffrey Like is asking Seaburger if he's going live tonight. He is going to. He's got to talk to his kids first. I appreciate that. You're welcome, Big Rich. Got to say goodnight to the kids, says Burger. Godson is going live tonight. I told him that after he puts the kids to bed, to come back on here and say that he's getting ready to go live. And then I'll get off here and we'll all go to Steve's channel. Everybody subscribe to SBurger6604. Daniel says, I'm going to go to Walmart to buy a whiteboard because Peterbilt Mark says I better buy one. LOL. Anthony says, I have a Cobra 29 Max. My T680 didn't like it. Yeah, I put a different antenna on this truck. I still got the stock wire, but all I got is a Peak 29. It's the digital one. I'm not too happy with it. I've got like 8 radios at home. They all die, and I just don't do anything with them. I got like 3 or 4 Cobra 29s. I used to have a Connex, but I traded that. Alright, Esberger is going to call his kids now, and then when he comes back, he's going to go live. Frank Ropro, if you're working for a company that you need to chain up, practice, and practice some more putting up the chains, because you'll never chain up in daylight. That's a good tip there, Frank. Excellent tip. Now, that reminds me, if you're an owner-operator, or even if you're a company driver, check this out. Invest in those auto socks. They're DOT legal, and they're designed to get you out of a jam. They're not designed to go down the road. But if you want to see their effectiveness, go to YouTube and search auto socks. There was the company did a test between these little tiny cars and all these big trucks, and they all passed with flying colors. And you can usually get them at all the Petros, and they're like way easier than putting on chains, and they're designed to get you out of a jam or get you down the hill or get you up the hill. I don't know how to chain. I've never chained. Have had chains on the truck. I don't have chains on this truck. If I did had to go to an area where there's a chain lawn effect, the auto socks, I think, are at least good in Colorado. I'm not sure about the other states. Gear Grabber's going to Florida. He won't need chains there. At this point, Jeffrey, I'd rather go to Florida than Pennsylvania. Now, don't get me wrong. Pennsylvania is a beautiful state, beautiful scenery, nice, lovely towns, good food. But there's too many dang people here. And they're all driving. Nobody walks around here. And the traffic's bipolar. They're either doing 70 in a 45 zone and getting mad at you because you're doing the speed limit, or they're doing 50 in a 65 zone and I can't get over in the left lane to pass you. Heath Close asked if the socks are DOT legal. Now, don't quote me on this. You can investigate this yourself, Heath. But I have heard that they are DOT legal. That you can have them instead of chains. And guess what? When you store them, they're flat. You know, chains, you got this big 50-pound bag. And, yeah. That sucks. Jeffrey Light, I've bet 25 years later the construction will still be there. Yeah, Jeff. Dude, if you're going eastbound on 70, the first 50 miles before you get to the turnpike, that they've been working on that for years. To the point, that's why nobody does the speed limit in the construction zones. Because the 45-mile-per-hour construction zone signs have been, like, permanently embedded there. Now, I will say this. A lot of the 2-lane stuff that they're working on the turnpike is now 3-lane. I enjoyed that tremendously. Big Rich says they require chains. I don't run there during those months. That's why the socks are good, because you might be in a situation where it'd be good to have them to get out. And then the auto socks, if you get stuck, you can still put them on, whereas the chains, you're kind of messed up. Frank says, Chef, there's section of PA Turnpike that have been under construction for over 25 years. I think that's what he's saying. Are my socks DOT legal? I don't know. Probably not. Yukon is back. What'd you do? Where'd you go, Yukon? What were you doing? Were you booking a load? Oh, you're probably at home. You're probably at home going, man, I'm at home watching Steve on YouTube. What's wrong with my life? So, this is actually just a precursor to, you know, till Steve Berger's ready to go live. You're on duty. PA has no money to complete their highways. That's why they've been under construction, LOL, says Daniel. I would agree to that. They got more money in Illinois. Illinois is under construction, too. But, you know, the bad part about the construction here on 80 in PA is that it's finished. They've laid the cement down. How long does it take for that crap to dry? Nice cup. Thank you. Frank says, cookies, wee on Lowe's too, now socks fetish. Frank, you got a twisted mind. PA has the highest toll rates too. I would agree to that, Yukon. Fortunately, see, that's why I never went here with Landstar, because Landstar we have to pay the tolls. So, alright, Steve Berger says apparently kids are going to go to bed a bit later, so if you want me to go live, I got to do it now. Alright, everybody, get off my live feed. Steve Berger's going to go live. Everybody go over there and check him out. So Steve Berger, just go ahead and go live, and everybody will leave here and go there. As soon as you go live, I'll get the notification, and then I'll hit finish, and then you go. Alright? Go! Steve, you're dropping the ball here. Alright. Go! Heath Close says, you got Mustang Ridge coffee in there? Nope. You can put the whiteboard and windshield cookies on it. I don't want no cookies. Especially from the cookie salespeople I've seen out here. Steve Berger, go! Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. Hey, TJ, what's up? He moves as fast as a Walmart distribution center. All right, I'm waiting for the. Okay, I've got my tablet here. Don't see anything. Come on, Berger. Go! Alright, guys. Maybe he's just waiting for this. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Everybody go to sberger6604. He's going to go live, and I think he's going to make fun of me. So, why would he make fun of me? That's very bad of him to make fun of me. So, everybody take it easy. See ya.